I'm Tommy Donovan, and this is the news you may have missed. Meteorologists are warning that Hurricane Ian, currently in the Gulf of Mexico, could strike the west coast of Florida. When it arrives, Governor DeSantis promises to load the hurricane onto a plane and send it to Martha's Vineyard. Elton John is honored during a special night at the White House. The pop music star was stunned when President Joe Biden presented him with the National Humanities Medal. And then he blamed him for the AIDS epidemic.
It's all his fault that we're spending $6 billion in taxpayer money to help fight HIV/AIDS.
Elton John followed up the presentation by performing a concert beneath a huge tent on the White House lawn. He said whenever somebody's pitching a tent, he's always up for playing the organ. Following his post-game meltdown after his team's loss to the Miami Dolphins, Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey says he's learned from his experience, mainly that Microsoft Surfaces aren't quite as durable as he thought they were. The Strong National Museum of Play has announced this year's finalists for the National Toy Hall of Fame. Bingo, Light Bright, Catan, and Masters of the Universe are on the list. Not making the list this year: matches, electrical outlets, and Dad's cigarettes. The World Series champion Atlanta Braves stop into the White House to visit President Joe Biden. Biden says he's a huge fan of basketball. A North Carolina woman makes a snack run and wins the lottery. Marcia Finney of Shelby stopped at a store to buy gas and potato chips. She purchased a scratch-off ticket worth $100,000. She then used the money to pay for the chips. It almost covered her gas. Former Disney executive Robert Iger tells a tech conference that his company backed out of purchasing Twitter in 2016. This after discovering that a substantial portion of its users were not real. Not real? There's nothing not real about Twitter. Is there? A horse in California becomes trapped in its owner's backyard pool. To rescue the horse, named Shocker, 3 animal rescuers were needed. 2 in the pool and 1 in the stool. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre speaks on behalf of the Biden administration regarding the cause of the current gas crisis.
One of the things that has been out there to shut down the pipeline of Nord Stream 1.
Moving forward, she recommends that we only get our gas from Macy's, Bloomingdale's, or Neiman Marcus. An Ohio woman calls 911 after getting stuck on an inversion table at her gym. Police responded quickly to free her from the device. And if getting out of that was difficult, wait till she tries to get out of her membership. A Florida man is charged with a DUI for allegedly riding through a Wal-Mart on a motorized shopping cart while intoxicated. The man was able to successfully evade police until he was stopped at the checkout line. A far-right party in Germany is being mocked for offering gummies they say are supposed to look like their party's logo, a swoosh-like arrow. Critics are pricking fun of the candies pretty hard online. You can see a photo of the units here next to their package. The party's regional chairman says the criticism is a wee bit exaggerated. He calls it junk. He says the knobs are erecting images of what they see in their own heads. He and his members rigidly stick by their final design. It's just simply too late to hammer out a new tool for their campaign. 3 Pennsylvania Dunkin' Donuts locations are fined $24,000 for child work violations. The franchise owner apologized for employing the child workers, who they accidentally mistook for munchkins. A 26-year-old inventor and former SpaceX employee, Ben Nowak, says he has a plan to send mirrors into space, all in an effort to generate solar power. He does realize it's dark in space, right? Outgoing Republican Representative Liz Cheney has announced she plans to campaign for the Democrats and will leave her party if Trump is the Republican presidential nominee in 2024. Here's the GOP's response. And that's the news you may have missed. Be sure to like, follow, and share at all those places down there. I'm Tommy Donovan, and until next time, I'll be missing you.